Body Tutorials. I'm your instructor Rajesh Durbala. Today we are going to discuss family decision making. In some of the previous lectures, we understood what is the importance of family, what is the various structures of households, and how they influence the decision making and the marketing strategies. So, taking such discussion further, we'll try to see how families decide and what are the various roles each members in the family play. So, what is family decision making? That's family decision making is the process by which decisions that directly or indirectly involve two or more family members are made. Now, let us say if I have to purchase an automobile or maybe I have to purchase a health insurance for my family. Now, in such cases, I do consult my wife and we collectively or jointly take such decisions. Or maybe in which school do I need to put my kids in? Again, we make a joint decision. It's not my own or individual decision. So we can say that's a family decision making. Okay. So such decisions, that is family decision making, is the process by which decisions that directly or indirectly involve two or more family members are made. Okay. So I hope you get it. Now, most important, many family purchases are inherently emotional and affect the relationships between the family members. Okay. So most of the purchase decisions, they are quite emotional. Okay. So, and many a times it affects the family relations and they're influenced by relationships as well. Let us say if I thought of purchasing a car, and every member in my family, my wife, my daughter, my son, everyone had different specifications for what they needed. Some needed a red car, the color has to be red. Someone wanted a big car, someone wanted a sedan. So everyone had their own requirements. So that's quite emotional and affects the relationships between family members. Okay. So for example, let us say, okay, this is just an example to elucidate how the roles are defined and who influences in doing what. So let us say, consider the purchase of a breakfast cereal. Now, I want to purchase a breakfast cereal. Now, family purchase roles. Okay, what are the various roles each member in the family plays? What are the determinants of family purchase roles? How do we resolve the conflict? And marketing strategy and family decision making, consumer socialization, and marketing to children. So, to understand all this, I'll just explain a small model that will help you understand the entire thing. Now, this is the model that I'm talking about. Now, the household decision making process for children's products. Okay, sorry. So, in this case, you can see I have communications, that is the marketing message, the ads. Okay, they are targeted towards children, which exemplify these things like taste or image. Then I have another kind of communication targeted at parents, which is talking about nutrition. The best example that comes to my mind is, let us say, Bonvita. Okay, in Bonvita, you can see a parent or a mom trying to train her child for some sport activities. Okay, now they keep telling the chocolate, taste, flavor, and all these things, and this is what will inspire the child. Okay, but for the parents, it talks about it has a lot of nutrients, iron, calcium, and all those things. And if you remember, they say tayari jeet ki. Okay, so chocolate and all are inspiring the children, whereas when we say tayari jeet ki, it is inspiring the parents. So that is the communication that is targeted at children and communication which is targeted towards parents. Okay, so now the initiators are both parents and children. Who is initiating the purchase decision? Both the parent as well as the children. Okay, children are initiating for the taste maybe, and parents are initiating it for the health and nutrition aspect. Okay, so the children are playing the role of influencers. Okay, and parents are playing the role of information gatherers. So together they are making the decision to buy Bonvita. Okay, so Parents has the purchase power, so they are purchasers, and the end users or consumers are the children. Fine. This is a neat and beautiful model to understand. So this is making a lot of things clear. Now, this is again determinants of family. How families interact in a purchase decision largely depends on the following, okay? Culture and subculture in which a family exists. Now, in most of the, you may see in some cultures like in that of Bihar or maybe in Rajasthan, where the decision is predominantly taken by males in the family, okay, they may exclude the women entirely in taking decisions in case of purchasing some, something for their children. Like we were discussing about Bonvita, maybe the men, the father, may exclude the mother in such decision making. Even the children may not be that close to their parents to, speak up what they need or what they want. So, culture and subculture in which the family exists is quite important. Now, wives, as I said, wives are less involved in rural India. Then the role specialization of different family members. Okay. Now, many of the household things usually, let us say, grocery or maybe even the home equipment, okay, are usually purchased by the women, whereas men try to purchase more of technical or electronic stuff. Okay, so that is what is role specialization of different family members. Then the degree of involvement each has in the product area of concern. Now, if I need to purchase a dish cleaning bar, who has more concern? Okay, no offenses, but usually it's the women in the home who are more concerned in cleaning things at home. So the detergent powder or the dish cleaning liquid, these things are usually the primary concern of women at home. Okay, so the degree of involvement for women in that particular product is higher than that of men. Okay, so that also is a determinant in the purchase decision. And the personal characteristics of the family members. Okay, some members in the family, like let us say I love purchasing vegetables and fruits. So even if, usually my wife does it, but I love doing it. So based on the personal characteristics of family members, these kind of things may vary. So again, how do we resolve conflicts? Okay, and there was a study which revealed six basic approaches that individuals use to resolve purchase conflicts. One is bargaining. Okay, there could be a conflict with respect to price. So we come to a consensus, we come to a compromise, that is bargaining. Impressions management. Okay, impressions management, misrepresenting the facts in order to win. Now, many times it could happen that I may not be, if let us say, I'll tell you, like when I purchase bitter gourd at home, okay, when I purchase bitter gourd at home, most of my family members do not like it. But what do I say? I say this is a product which is very healthy. Bitter gourd is very healthy for you. It is, very nutritious. And I'm trying to impress them. I'm creating a impression for Karela or bitter gourd in order to, win at home. Like I want them to accept Karela in the day-to-day food. Okay. Then use of authority, claiming superior expertise or role appropriateness. Okay. Now, at home, I may claim to be a computer wizard in order to, take the purchase decision of a phone or a computer. Though my wife may be more knowledgeable in that field, but I try to use my authority to, show that I'm much superior in taking that particular decision. Then reasoning. Reasoning is another very, this is one of the very interesting way, we use logical argument to win and resolve that conflict. And playing on emotions, again, using the silent treatment or withdrawing from the discussion. Many a times if I just pull out of the discussion, the other person may feel that I may have been offended. So that can also lead to an end of the conflict. And additional information. When I provide additional information, like let us say I may substantiate my argument using facts or authentication by some third party, or I may be able to produce a certificate, then maybe that also can lead to a conflict resolution. Okay, so there are six approaches: bargaining, impression management, use of authority, reasoning, playing on emotion, and additional information. Okay, so these are ways how conflicts are resolved. So stay in touch with me. I'm there on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. You can write to me directly at rajeshdorbala@gmail.com. You can download my app from Google Play Store. The app is named as RD Tutorials. Do subscribe to my channel for more interesting, informative, and useful stuff. Till then, thank you.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.